Hello everyone and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today I want to ask a specific question. We are tuning in to the energy of Kenley Matheson, and I have a very specific question for Kenley. When I was setting up, I was just giving these a shuffle to make sure that the same ones wouldn't come out as the last time I used them, and this popped out. So I feel like that's a sign, because the question I was going to ask was about the Sunday night that Kenley was last seen. Apparently there was conflicting reports that people had seen him on Monday. Someone actually said they seen him at a bank machine, but with the word fraud here, I feel like straight away it's telling us there was some sort of monetary fraud, or this was a false sighting. Maybe someone did actually see someone, but from the back it looked like Kenley. Maybe they were wearing the same jacket. But to me, I feel like something did happen on the Sunday, and that jumping out was kind of just verifying it to me, at least, that maybe information was made up or falsified to save people's asses, because maybe people were doing things they shouldn't. I don't know. But what I want to do is basically just ask Kenley what happened on the Sunday night. Was this the night he went missing? And if so, what happened? I've got the story cards, and I just want to see what we end up with on the table. So Kenley, can we please tune into your energy? And can you please tell us what happened on the last Sunday night you were seen? Please and thank you. What happened the last time? No. Let me ask this better. Something's telling me to ask it differently. What happened on the Sunday night? What happened on the Sunday night? He'll know what I mean. We have debt. So yeah, something about money issues, money concerns. Okay, what happened on the Sunday night, Kenley? Greed. Okay, so something about fraud, debt, greed. What happened on the Sunday night, Kenley? Please and thank you. Money. Money always is a factor. Kenley Matheson. Whoa, and there's definitely a male involved. Whoa, these just will not stop coming. Okay, and a tunnel. That came up the last time, and I do feel like it's significant, because even when I'm tuning into Kenley with remote viewings, I kind of always see something like this. And this could be giving hope to people. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Something about a motel, a hotel. Power lines could be nearby or significant, but something about meetups being held at hotels or seedy motels is what it's giving me. Something about strangulation. Many times when I tune into Kenley, I feel my throat close up. I can't breathe. And it just feels like his airways were trapped, and he is also trapped wherever it is that he currently remains. Where are his remains? This is what we're looking for ultimately with these readings, but I feel like we need to unfold the story one by one. Something about a beach. That party is standing out to me as significant. I think there was a party that weekend, and it was kind of on an island close to the beach. So something about the beach could be significant, and cliffs at the beach. I kind of always see something at the side of the cliffs, but in a tunnel. And this could be a place where some sort of meetup was happening, and money was definitely involved. Maybe trafficking, smuggling of some sort, a secret affair. So was someone having a secret affair, and someone's secret was revealed? We have money, we have road, We also have grandparent. I feel like someone's relatives or someone older knows, and a male. So yeah, there was definitely conflict over money, but definitely over romantic relationships too. And there was some sort of secret passageway where people would meet up, is what I'm getting. And with this grandparent card, maybe this is regarding someone's property, parental property. I'm hearing the word fraternal grandparent. I don't know. Something about the trees though, and the light. There could be a light nearby, a street light. Yeah, so, okay. Let's see, something about hush money is what I'm getting. Okay, so Kenley, Matheson, what happened the night you went missing? What happened Sunday night? We won't assume. What happened on Sunday night, Kenley, Matheson? Twin flames, something about the campsite, the fire pit again, and this has come up before. So searchers stay close because it's close to there. Something about being backstabbed at maybe a gathering place. Was this a secret meetup of some sort? Pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb. But yeah, that fire pit and the bricks are really standing out to me as well. So something hidden in bricks. Is there a secret brick that comes out? And something's hidden in the wall, or like a chest is what I'm getting. A chest like this, what maybe a lock and key where things kept stored there. Something about that is significant though. What happened, Kenley, on Sunday night? What happened on that Sunday night, Kenley? What happened, Kenley? Something about Kenley's backpack. What happened, Kenley? Please and thank you. I will take my cat meowing as a confirmation. Okay, what happened? What happened, Kenley, on the Sunday? Getting readings. So someone is either currently getting readings, someone could even be watching these readings, and my cat is eerily giving me some confirmation of that. Okay, you never know who's watching. I feel compelled to say that. So was someone watching Kenley, keeping a close eye on Kenley? Someone's true colors were revealed, and something about the truth. So the truth will be revealed about someone's true colors. Underneath this we have my way. So someone was very selfish and stubborn. So let's see what else we have. Yeah, sex addiction. So I do feel like someone suffers with this, a trap. Kenley is trapped. Thank you for the confirmation, Kenley. If you watch all of the previous readings, Kenley always tells us that he is trapped somewhere. And this remains true. This is why he comes through so strongly, because he wants to be rescued from this trap. So we do have love spell. So yeah, someone does necromancy, something about the hand. Someone wants to hold the power in their hands. Something about orbs, or even skulls being used as necromancy. Something about a road. Someone was going down a certain road. But yeah, someone does witchcraft, females. I feel like 2 females in particular. Yeah, this is witchcraft, man. Total witchcraft. Side hustle. So something was being dropped, delivered in bags, backpacks. Kenley's backpack is significant. I'm not sure if it was ever found, but he was doing something on the side to make money. And I do feel like there is always the element of jealousy, desire, but trafficking too. Because we've gotten pimps and stuff like that before. So we have married. So something about a couple, or vows, initiation. Something about vows, breaking vows. breaking trust also. Okay, and yeah, I'm drawn to my lighter here, so something about weed or marijuana. Let's get the story cards and see. Kenley, what was the story with Sunday, the Sunday? Please and thank you. We have the mother, but this is kind of like in reverse, so maybe someone who's, you know, not necessarily able to carry or conceive children, a pregnancy, maybe an abortion with this in reverse, gratitude. The numbers 19, 20, 21 are significant. Kenley was 20 when he went missing, something about X marking the spot, and the birds are significant. The birds can help lead the way. Okay, so let me see what this says at the side. No, I can't read it. Okay, something can't be read, can't be deciphered. Okay, look for the writings on the wall, literally. Kenley, what happened on that Sunday? What happened on the Sunday that you potentially went missing? What happened on the Sunday evening, the Sunday night? Who were you with? And what happened when that happened? Kenley, can I get one or two more? Thank you. Whoa. Okay, so something about crossing in reverse, something inverted. So yeah, I don't feel like Kenley is like under a bridge in the water. I feel like there's a crossing nearby, but it kind of leads to the place. It's not necessarily the place. I'm hearing this must be the place. Talking heads, adoration, flowers nearby, the trees, some sort of relationship. This is the dreamer in reverse. And basically in reverse, this is saying lights out. This looks like he's smoking, so maybe something was smoked, marijuana, perhaps the birds again, and Coca-Cola. Did someone like that? This nearly looks like friend, but it's just F-R-I-E, but N-D, the end. Crow. Look out for the crows. I feel like Aleister Crowley is significant. However, whoever you pronounce his name, work in reverse. So something went wrong in some sort of deal. Okay, yeah, a lot of these came. And we do have the longing. So I do feel like there could still be someone out there longing for justice, longing for Kenley, I was going to say. Okay, yeah, and something about nurture and a pathway, two ways. Let's see, was someone leading Kenley down the wrong path? Something about trust. Yeah. I always see the trees like that as well. Joy, something about a house, someone's house. Someone was trusted with knowledge. Kenley went to someone's house, blind faith. Yeah, so there was something Kenley didn't see and he was backstabbed. This is also giving witchcraft, sort of voodoo doll energy. Mother is coming out in the right way. Kenley always brings through the energy that he loves and misses his mother. We also have gratitude. He's grateful for his mother. Opportunity in reverse. So a missed or a lost opportunity, and kind of underneath this bridge, something that wasn't shared with the media or not known to the media. A lost opportunity, maybe with money. He had faith in the wrong people. Someone's mother, grandparents, fraternal grandparents could know something. Someone could be a surfer. I don't know which way this came, but someone definitely knows their way around a beach and cliffs and the right spots to meet up for any weird or spooky gatherings, practices. Okay, so let me get a few of these witchy cards while we're on the matter. I wonder who this is. Kenley, Matheson. What happened on the Sunday? What happened on the Sunday night, Kenley? Just one more. Okay, and a midwife in reverse. We also have, what is this? Curses and remedies, healing. So a lack of healing. Midwife, birth. So this is giving death. Look for the sigils. And there's a fire. That kind of looks like a fire pit. So a death. A lack of healing. The horned god, virility in reverse. Someone could have been summoning demons, literally. Because virility in reverse is a lack of life, a lack of motivation, blind faith in the wrong thing. Oracle, knowledge. Look at the symbols and listen to the wisdom from beyond. Maybe even in readings. I'm not saying this, Kenley is, but thank you for the confirmation. Sometimes we have to have blind faith in order to find the truth. We can't be cut off to any information. So don't believe things with blind faith, but don't be cut off to any information that comes also. Because the truth lies somewhere in between. And I think I got that in one of my previous remote viewings for Kenley. I asked, where are you? And he said somewhere in between. That's where the truth lies. And that's where Kenley is. Kenley, can you give us some pictures to represent how you seen that night on Sunday, that evening? Who were you with? What was going on? And how did that night end from your perspective? Can you show us some images? And then we will get the words in the dictionary. Thank you, Kenley, for your time and your energy and for trusting me with your story. Please and thank you. Okay, there's pills, Viagra. Pills could have been significant somehow. Something about an abdomen and a chest. Maybe a literal torso, chest, bones, rib cage, or a chest that you put things in. You hide secrets in chests. Someone's browsing history. So someone has a weird browsing history. Something about food. So Kenley's saying something about going for food. And yeah, something about paying for the food. Someone got caught with money, stealing money. Okay, let's see. So these came in reverse, the bullshit artist. So, underneath the shit, the return receipt. So something went wrong in a deal. We also have, this is a bag. And in reverse. So, not in a bag, I would guess. Or in a chest instead. But a rucksack. A rucksack. I do feel like maybe Kenley was separated. Something about losing. So yeah, a missed or a lost opportunity. Someone could be lying about it, spreading shit. We also have the surprise. So it's like wake up and look at the surprise. Something about student loans. So maybe someone owed money and was gambling. And they were doing things they wouldn't normally do in order to pay off the student loans. But something had a price to pay. And I feel like for one reason or the other, Kenley was the one who had to pay it. And when he realised it was too late, a matter of chance, this is a loss. And he's saying it again, no matter how many products someone uses, it can't make them beautiful. Either you're born beautiful or you just ain't. Okay, so let's get a word quickly in the dictionary. Kenley, Matheson, before we go, can you give us a word or two about this Sunday night? Please and thank you. Okay. We have S, the Sabbath. So the week used for rest and religious worship. So the Sabbath. Is that the Sunday? Yeah, Sunday is the meaning of rest. So I feel like this is Kenley confirming to us that this happened on the Sunday. Sabotage. So there was a sabotage or a missed opportunity in regards to money, a side hustle, a sword with a curved blade, a saber, a sachet, a sack. Yeah, so we've had a sack, and we're asking about Sunday, the Sabbath, stuck in a rut, literally. I feel like Kenley could be stuck in a rut, so which is a deep groove or having no changes, and Kenley wants to see movement in his case. Someone was ruthless, a sacrifice. I feel like someone definitely makes animal sacrifices to a certain god, perhaps. And I'm not sure how this ties in. A sacrifice, sad, sadden, saddled. A horse, someone's a sadist, 100%. Safari, safeguard. Is someone protecting, safeguarding something? Safety belt. Something about a car, safety pin. Sage, someone needs sage because they be playing with those dark demonic forces. Okay, sad, sailor, a saint. So yeah, it's like saints and sinners. Sake, salad. I'm hearing an Oscar Wilde quote. All saints have a past and all sinners have a future. Okay, a sake, someone's namesake, maybe a salary, salami, salad, sale. Something about a sale, a salesperson, saliva, same, salvation, salvage. Kenley wants to be salvaged, a salute. He is giving a salute to all of the searchers. Salt, salon, salmon, sample, a sanctuary. This is a place where people or animals are protected. Sand and a sandal. So was Kenley wearing sandals, or could a sandal be found? A backpack maybe. Yeah, something about the 5-pointed star, but maybe in reverse because someone's a sadist. Anything else before we go? Was someone being dismissed, sacked, surge, a surge of energy, surgery, surgeries? This literally came through in the first EVP I did for Kenley maybe 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, that's a confirmation of someone who was there surfing. Someone's a surfer. Kenley wants the truth to rise to the surface, a surname. Often I have accidentally said Kenny, accidentally, which is someone's surname. Surpass, surplus, the amount left over after you've used what you need. This is stuck to me. Okay, surprise, yeah, something about a surprise, a false guise, support, supply, demand and supply. It's giving drugs, supervise, someone is watching. Maybe the searchers, or trying to make sure that Kenley won't be found because they know well where he is, the summit, the top of a mountain. The EVP said back to the top, so do just that. Sunstroke, suntan, super, suppress, hormone suppressors, suppressing something, feeling supreme is someone who's supreme witch. Superstition, that is confirmation for the song Very Superstitious, writings on the wall. So yep, look for the writing on the wall, and don't be too superstitious of the supernatural because it's right here in front of you. Superior, someone feels superior, a narcissist, superficial, superb, a Sunday. And a sundial. I've literally got a sundial before, so stay close to the sundial. I feel like that is significant. I got that in a remote viewing. Sunflower, sunglasses, sunk. Something could have sunk in the past. Sunny, supersonic, faster than the speed of sound. So yeah, sometimes EVPs are just that, supper, something about food, a supplement. So yeah, definitely a supply of supplements, a supply of drugs, a supply of money, so many things. And yeah, surgeries, surgeon, all of that good stuff. Whew. So yeah, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors, but the reality is there's a lot of dark stuff going on. We all have to use our tools, whether that be a shovel, whether that be, cards, crystal balls, candles, searchlights, whatever tools it is we have, our minds, which is our best asset. We all have to come together, work as a team in order to find Kenley. That is the greatest goal, and that is what we are continually pushing towards. Let me just quickly show you the results of today's remote viewing. I just done a quick one. So location, I got a bridge. A bridge did come up, tunnel either side, a cave overlooking the ledge of something, left of campsite. I was getting, does someone have a stutter with the TH? So something in that shape, whether this be a bridge, a power line, I don't know. I feel like this shape is more accurate than that one. 3 planks, a hole above the water, shaded, littered, bones littered, whole side of a cliff, cave in a cliff, like a rabbit hole, a tunnel, cave, a pit of the manhole is what I was getting. And just that drawing there, some sort of opening. Where does it end? That's the question. It's kind of like a secret passageway, because I feel like people return and maybe use bones or certain things for power to harness the energy, and there's some sort of force field. Someone wants to protect Kenley's remains from being found. Whew. But we are on the side of God, so any weapon forged against us shall not prosper, and may all the searchers, friends, family, those who care about Kenley Matheson and Kenley himself be protected from these dark forces in the fight for justice. We will bring Kenley home if it's the last thing we do, and that is a vow and an oath and a promise that we will all make to you, Kenley. So something about a vow, an oath, and something about rules, English, pronunciation, children, maybe as well. They were just jumping out, rivers, provinces. So yeah, clear definitions. That's what we want, and I do feel like we got some clear answers here today. Okay, so guys, I've just realized there's my rings. I didn't even clean up after this reading, and I was editing, and I noticed, I was kind of like telling myself, Jasmine, you missed a card. Look at it. So let me just throw this in here, and then I will either put this in at the end or whatever. I'll see what I feel. But here's the card. Whoa. This is the thank you. This came out for the searchers. But the fact that it's in reverse, it's like someone is not happy that the truth is being unearthed. Someone is not grateful for all this unity effort, because the more we uncover and peel back, the more the disturbing truth is revealed. So something about takeaway, delivering packages, and yeah, something about that going wrong. And also a bit of witchcraft, a bit of rivalry, jealousy, but definitely something about a side hustle going wrong. Can we confirm this, Kenley? Let me get numbers. So I've got 2 dices. Let's see, numbers. So can we get an odd number for a no and even numbers for a yes? We have a 6 and we have a 5. So to me, the even number, the 6, is telling us that, yeah, something about a deal going wrong, but this came over here with 5. 5 is conflict. Conflict when it comes to practices, conflict when it comes to something or someone being found out, conflict when it comes to documents, student loans, and something not being able to be returned. So I'm rating that as just numerology and 6. I'm not sure what the number of 6 is. I'll put it here. But yeah, Kenley wants to thank the searchers, but someone else is trying to keep that truth buried deep. But we just got to keep digging. We owe it to Kenley. Goodbye and God bless everyone. Until next time. And thank you, Kenley, for tuning in with us today and for all of these messages. God bless.